Welcome, I'm Kenneth Andre, Jitsu Master and Mystic Messenger. Everything that I share and say and do is for a reason. If there sounds like a contradiction, there isn't. Investigate further. Hope you are all doing well out there. Get your words out. Great start. Now, I've got a lot that's come in today. If you are new to the channel, all I can suggest is that you ask Father to guide you to a video. Keep going over the videos and things will start to make sense to you. But with the time that we are in, with this new energy coming in and Father shouting out with all the signs and symbols coming in, things are really starting to move, should we say. Many of us are part of this unique transition process of deliverance to the highest spheres. We're not quite there yet, even though there's these positive changes that's occurring. These new energies that's coming in is going to activate the pineal gland, the DNA, etc. And there is going to be a metaphysical, a supernatural transformation that's going to occur with our lives. I'm not going to apologize for saying that. Studying day and night since the year 2011, there was a hidden message behind everything that I was learning, having the mysteries revealed to me. And that is this interdimensional jump, shift from one world into the next. Many term it a rapture. It's actually a harvest for the angels, as told us in the Bible. Many of us are flipped from the first earthly man Adam to the heavenly man Adam, walking with the Father by the day for the signs when it's about to occur. We've had lots of rehearsals. We've received the harbingers. Now all the symbols and signs, the messages are all converging with these new energies that's coming in and these subtle changes that's starting to occur. It's getting exciting. We must keep watch and keep focused on spirit. Now, I'm all about the truth, not to do with any religious indoctrination. We are looking for a wonderful future. The return home. This is also termed home. Where the investment goes in, that which is within is also erecting our futures in the new world and timelines. I cannot stress that enough. It was so important to seek God and truth, the door. Creation waits in expectation for the sons of God. I've shouted this out, there is no excuse. Studying down these wonderful roots of the esoteric, Sanskrit, emerald tablets, the Apocrypha, Sanskrit, Enoch, you mention it. I've probably come across it and studied it because I knew that God was the only way to a wonderful future, to restoration and healing, and I had the veils lifted. And there's pure potentiality and possibility to the Father. Many of you are written in the book of life and sealed. You are pulled to peculiar people like me, as mentioned in the Bible, to receive knowledge, precepts, revelation, and disclosure, especially preparation in what's about to occur. Many simply don't believe the things that I'm saying. Many simply don't believe in anything. They don't believe in God. They're completely unaware of the devil ruling them, etc. Nonetheless, I've got nothing but love towards everyone. I judge not. I've come into a state of maturity. I'm simply sharing with you that which I've received. I did say last year, don't get pulled into the world. I'm aware many are getting pulled in. Many are becoming discouraged, angry, frustrated. We were told to persevere. It's part of the trial and test. You don't give up. Not on God. If you are really seeking God in understanding, you want love, a wonderful future, restoration, you to come into completion of your soul, well, you stay the course. And you listen to them peculiar people where you know that they've received these synchronicities that's unexplainable to the natural world. You should have these synchronicities and make these connections up with spirit, with these peculiar people out there, like Jacob of Israel, who receives these connections from spirit. There's many watchmen out there that I know belong to spirit. Many are still yet to receive greater revelation. Nonetheless, they belong to God. And as we go forward, more knowledge and truths are going to pour forward, and a lot of your lives are going to transform abruptly. Your eternal heavenly homes are going to be erected all around you. Many of you are going to suddenly wake up and be shocked to a greater degree, including myself. I'm aware I still have memory that holding back from me. There is this woman entity, she said, not yet, not yet, with memory I was receiving. There is something huge that is coming. Many of us, like I said, with the pools coming out the deep, looking forward to a wonderful future. Right, I've got 15 minutes to get all this out. Slow down. So, yesterday was important. There's new energy now coming in. 14th, tomorrow is important, as well as the 16th. I noticed something quite big with the 16th. So, the 16th on Stellarium, the moon is at 88% in the arrow. Sagittarius, 88%. Okay, remember the crown arrow? We are loyal to that image, a wonderful future. Now, Rory Penn, a watchman, shared this scene from Back to the Future, the Atomic Kid. In that scene, with this scene, there is, if you pay attention to the environment, salvation. It mentions Jesus Christ. Rory Penn noticed to one side there is an arrow. He suggests it was pointing to Sagittarius. And with all the watchmen looking at the allegories in movies, music videos, adverts, making these connections, I'm like, 88, after all the signs we've just seen, with the half moon, full moon in its relevant locations that's just passed, I'm like, okay, something is being presented here. There's a language, and I'm trying to be present and pay attention. With other symbols, it gives me more context, and a message starts to appear. We watch, we be present, we walk with the Father, going by the day and sharing what we receive. Because when it happens, it's it, done, dusted. We will be shifted over into that new age timeline. And there's going to be a lot of mystical experiences that's going to occur. There's going to be entities that are completely unaware of what is just taking place. Many may even receive loss of memory of what has occurred on the world stage and going along their business on another course of action. Things are not what they're seeing. Again, it was paramount to turn to God and get knowledge and wisdom. Now, again, remember, I love Symbology, listening to people's rapture dreams, doing my own due diligence and investigation. I didn't want to be fooled. It's an interdimensional shift. God is doing a new thing, but who can perceive it? Being present, paying attention, I'm trying to perceive the shift. I do believe we will know when it occurs. On the 16th, at 8 o'clock, the moon at 88%. Remember the white line in Leave the World Behind? I'm making these connections, and I'm going to do my best to keep this simple and get this message across. My sister messaged me today. Funny enough, she's in a car, and she says this, where it's got 153, it's got 1010 and 777, God's number. I'm like, thanks, sis. Then she sent me a picture of an individual who come into our work environment with the character Stitch, this character. She said she was listening to my video and someone come in with an earring with this character on it, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. There's a lot going on, guys, bear with me. So the activities with the sun, there was this sign that come out of the sun yesterday. I love symbology, the luminaries, the sun and moon, the stars for signs of seasons. All right. I noticed a couple of presentations referring to this symbol that come out the sun with the solar flare as bird wings, phoenix wings. I did my own investigation because this happened on the 13th. The new kingdom represents the four-headed ram. The four-headed ram. The ram, Aries. I went into the secret, or should I say, the mysteries of Osiris to do with the ram, because I saw Aries symbol in this, as well as, yes, the phoenix wings. But when I first come across the presentation, it was the ram's horns, which is again connected with I Pet Goat 2, Capricorn, the goat, the ram. I was making these connections with the new kingdom, the new age. Remember, my sister sent us this with the 4 pillows, the four-headed ram, which marks the new kingdom. As I've mentioned, horns are very important, as I've mentioned in the channel. In the Bible, it mentions about the horns that comes out the hands. Hands is to do with the workings of imagination, your consciousness, your thought, word, and deed as well, okay? So, today, we've got Jupiter in the horns of Taurus. We've got Uranus now moving in the path of the sun, as the sun is now in Taurus. We've got Mercury in Aries, where there's the ram's horns too. The Mercury celestial is connected with Christ, the activator. There's a language that's jumping out here. Remember, put symbol upon symbol, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. A key given to us in the Bible. In Pisces, we got Venus and Saturn. With the fish, looking at the symbols, okay, the way is narrow. Let me just pause that. Hopefully that's recording all right. The way is narrow. This could also be interpreted as a gate. Also, 4 horns. I love symbology. You've got to look at it from different perspectives if you are to receive greater revelation. With the sides turned in and separated, it creates this portal or door. This is also could be connected to DNA. May sound strange. Nonetheless, I'm sharing what it is that I've received. I can only, again, give you this imagery and a basic interpretation. To sit down and start giving you all the research why I make these connections, I just wouldn't be able to do the video. I couldn't fill it all in, guys. Then we got the 17th. Okay, with the chart, I noticed something quite powerful. If you paid attention to my videos, I raised this up. Imagine 2 of these, like this, coming together, like 2 worlds emerging. Us up into the higher spheres octave. All right, that's all I'm going to say for now. Then something grabbed my attention with CERN, funny enough. Oh. Now, I'm not into the conspiracy communities or down these rabbit holes with CERN. However, I am aware with their activities from researching over the years, there does seem to be a connection. Father works through his creation through man. So nonetheless, I've got to put it on the table and share nonetheless. All right. But CERN is at full power and has got green across the board. We've got these celestial events going on. CERN at full capacity with green across the board. And I've recently mentioned about green for go. All right. Remember, God is in control of everything and sees all things. And I'm paying attention to these activities. So when there is these changes, I can make the connections and give my report, so to speak, record and document it. Over the years, I have noticed these strange anomalies that have occurred with certain events that we hear about from CERN, but I look at it different than your conspiracy communities, because I look at the world as a screen. Father taught me Symbology so I can communicate with spirit. I pay attention to what comes into my immediate environment with the presentations from symbols, whether it be people, number plates, numbers on clocks, etc. Like 1111, I see 33, 44, 88, 222. I see these numbers, etc. everywhere. I'm paying attention, and I've done my research in connection with these presentations and received greater revelation. Right, let's talk about Stitch. So after my sister messaged me talking about Stitch, I'm like, there's more to this character. And so I went to research it, and I did come across a couple of clips with the movie. Funny enough, there was this scene, Walk Like an Angel, coming out of the mouth of Stitch. But I was like, that's not it. I can see there's something there, but what is it, Father? And as I'm trying to research and investigate, Father again upon my mind, catchphrase. What is it that you're seeing? I'm like, it's just Stitch. Like you're bloody stitching something up or stitching someone up. Or stitching. I go to investigate the word. Stitch. Remember I mentioned last year about we are stitching our heaven and earth, our new heaven and earth up with the sword of truth, with the serpent through the eye of the needle, to unite, to again make better a garment with stitches. Stitch. We're stitching our heaven and earth together with the fabric of the new grid, the new earth. I'm like, okay, there's something here. A stitcher, a maker. To bind, sew. A shoemaker. It's connected with so many words in connection with a creator and soul. If you've been following me for a while, that'll be shouting out. Remember I told you about the soles of the foot, what it symbolizes? The soul. Galatians 6:7. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Now remember, he's been pruning in us. He is sowing us, woven us into a wonderful new future. Hence, we've got to be present and pay attention that we would perceive these transformations that's going to occur with our lives. We are the pools coming out of the deep. In Hosea 10:12, sow righteousness for yourselves, reap the fruit of unfailing love, and break up the unplowed ground. Start sowing your seeds. I love that language. For it is time to seek the Lord until he comes and showers his righteousness on you. Lord Jesus Christ comes from the east to the west to reward all those who have done the works. It's to do with the harvest. He's all about his angels. Heavenly origins. Did you turn within to the kingdom? So going back into one of my passions, the Egyptian hieroglyphs, learning symbology, there's the four-headed ram with the sun and wings. On what appears to be, bear with me, just getting a drink, a bull's body. Let me share that with you again. Okay. Remember what I said in my previous videos? If you're paying attention, I mentioned this character. Again, everything that I share and do is for a reason. Pay attention to the boat and the paddle. Here's the door that's opening up out the space-time continuum with the snake that's gone vertical, which becomes the dragon. Tyler Swift, Ice Spice, Karma. There's the boat, the allegory in the music video. Because they're aware of what's coming. Here it is again with our raptor, the kite. This is actually symbolically connected to the creator, the Alpha Tav, the Alpha and Omega. There is the ram's head. On the bull, we have Jupiter in Taurus with the bull's horns, which symbolizes the new kingdom. Raptor, rapture. It's connected to rapture, harvest. Here is another image of the ram with the bull's body in the sun. And funny enough, on the 13th, we get the ram's horns with the 13th pillar, the new kingdom, the new age with the fiery phoenix. Here it comes. We receive the signs first. We be present, pay attention. We are told in Oliver Discourse, watch. We are walking with the Father, going by the day. So I think I got everything across. I'll review it. If it's good, I'll post it. Love you guys. Have a great day.